me ask you this. Does the work that you do on a daily basis, does it contribute towards achieving your goals? Or are they just a wild combination of jumping from one thing to another, being pulled into reactionary mode? You know, this is very common. I used to be in that work mode. And I had worked for some very large companies. And the theme of the day always seemed like it was whack-a-mole or something. It seemed like every day I would arrive at the office with a plan to get some of my most important tasks done. But I was drawn into another crisis that needed to be handled right then and there. It was never a true crisis, but because that was the normal company culture, it was handled every day. So when I started to make some changes, the process of exploration, basically I was a detective and I pulled a team and we sat down and we asked a lot of questions. And the end result revealed that the company culture had been developed out of experiences where everyone learned that the only way to get attention on what they needed for their department or the project was to make it a big mess that needed to be fixed right now, turn it into a crisis. You know, this is what happens a lot. You know that squeaky wheel gets the attention or something like that. So the truth is that without a plan for your day, life just happens and you let others control your time. So the question is, what can you do about it? Well, first step is to recognize that you're living in that reactionary mode instead of proactive mode. And the simple process of first recognizing it, well, that gives you the power to make the changes. Then set yourself up for success by setting your boundaries. Now, let me give you a few tips to help you start moving from reactionary mode to proactive mode. So here's a tip. Determine what is important in your life. Take some time and write down what it is that you want to achieve. You know, ask, what is your goal? Then you can use this as your mission statement as a guide to determine what to work on and what not to get pulled into. Another tip is, set up your list of dreams and goals. I believe that we all should have our list of dreams and goals written down. But the key to achieving those dreams is to then select the top 2 to 4 and set up a 90-day plan to work towards achieving that. Now, some goals cannot be achieved in just a 90-day period, and that is okay. What you do is you break it down into the 90-day chunk, and then you work on it. Because let's be honest, anything over 90 days is overwhelming, and it gets frustrating, and you lose your motivation. So keep it 90 days, and you'll have an easier time of focusing and staying motivated. That's a very simple process that it's going to help you achieve more every 90 days. And at the end of the year, you're going to be amazed at what you actually got done. Another tip is, make sure that when you're planning and scheduling your day, it contains flexibility. You need to have open blocks of time. This gives you the freedom to make changes and handle those life events that do come up without feeling overwhelmed. Flexibility gives you, a more relaxed lifestyle. And even for the busiest, this helps you enjoy your work and your personal life. Another tip is, start each day with a plan. I am a firm believer in setting up a weekly plan and then reviewing it each night so that you can make any adjustments and add to it. Before the day starts, you need to know what you're going to do. Another tip, breaks. This is a huge one, and one, to be honest, I had a hard time implementing. But breaks throughout the day, it helps keep your energy and focus at a peak performance. I found out for myself that when I started taking small breaks throughout the day, I was actually getting more done. And my attention and my focus, it was much clearer. Another tip, like I said, plan the night before. I mentioned this when I said start the day the night before, but it's a very important aspect that it's taking the time each night to write everything out that came up during the day. And what that helps you do is it helps you relieve everything off your mind. Now you don't have to worry about forgetting something. And once you start this, it's a quick 5-10 minute process that you do each night. Another tip, plan for when you're going to be making a transition from one mode to another, such as from going from business mode to personal, or from one big project that takes a lot of mental energy to another project. You know, you have that high energy for different sets of thinking, different types of thinking. So that can be taxing on the body when you go from one thing to another. So be careful when you're planning out your day on how you're going to make these transitions. And it's very important. Another tip, continuous improvement. Oh, I love continuous improvement. A lot of people don't like to look and ask questions, but I like to, every time I finish a project, I like to stop and do a quick review. I ask, what went right, what went wrong, and what can I do better next time? You know, this gives me a great amount of information, and every time you can come up with a new way to do something. Maybe it's faster. Maybe you can find a way to automate it to save time. You know, this all builds up and helps you over time. This is the best way to increase your overall efficiency and effectiveness. Just take each step one at a time and make the improvements. Okay, so, sorry, that's today's topic on how to set up your day with a sense of structure. While it is true, you can't plan for everything in your life, you are able to have systems and processes that help you to organize your chaos. And when that occurs, you have more power. So you have a clear plan for your goals and your dreams, and you're going to be able to work towards them and accomplish them quicker. When you have a plan, you wake up each day feeling confident, energized, and motivated. Hope you enjoyed today's topic. Hey, let me know in the comments your thoughts. Do you plan your day or do you let the chaos run it? Also, please feel free to share this with your friends. I would really appreciate that. Okay, until next time, I'm going to be talking about the why and how to make your life easier. And we all want that, right? So make sure to check back next time. And we're going to talk about more time management and productivity tips to help you gain time freedom. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.